Hello students, Computer Graphics, Introduction to Computer Graphics. We are working on the Photoshop as a representative, so-called world best computer graphics software. So the topic today is 2D computer graphics, but actually I don't mean it's some kind of serious 2D computer graphics foundation or theoretical background or something. I don't want to deal with such things. Instead, I like to bring your attention using certain file formats at first and some introductory part of today's lab exercise. Okay, we are here, 2D computer graphics, questions, and lab exercises. As you know, this is on-demand online class because of the situation. Because of that, we have some issues in communication, right? Of course, in daily base, usually I got around 10 private comments or replies or messages from you students, but some of you never contact me, or probably you are working your job done well without any additional unnecessary problems or something. But anyway, the reason for keep asking you questions and exercises daily base, I think it's not too much. Okay, 2, 1, 3 lab exercises. But from today, or maybe from tomorrow, at least from next week, you also gonna be asked not just exactly same ways as I gave you in the lab exercise tutorial video, but also you have to make your own something as an application of my given example tutorials. So today's, I think it's a kind of small size start point, making your own things, something like that. Okay, so before showing you, I brought this one again, something about file formats. As you see, representatively on the raster bitmap graphics format, JPEG, GIF, PNG, they are sort of very popular, well-known, commonly used file formats and vector formats. Next week, AI, Adobe Illustrator, that format going to be used next time, and then slideware files, PDF, PowerPoints, whatever. So let's compare JPEG, GIF, PNG, okay? The most important thing is whether it's gonna support transparency or not. Sorry, my handwriting is not that good. But anyway, JPEG file doesn't support transparency. GIF file, yes. PNG file, yes. It's really powerful to support transparency. I'm gonna show you the live example. So JPEG doesn't support transparency. That's one big issue. Another one, true color. True color means more than millions of colors you can add on top of this image file. Actually, GIF, it has cons. This one doesn't support true color. Instead, it supports 256 colors only. But actually, usually, human eyes, sometimes 256 colors are enough, but nowadays we have really powerful graphics display devices, screens, retina displays, and so on. Even our smartphones has really powerful display features. It means even our handheld device supports millions of colors. So JPEG supports, PNG of course supports. That's good. One last thing I like to tackle is file size. Actually, I told you before, nowadays file size, it doesn't really matter compared to the past. in the past, computer resources are always limited, expensive. So we take care of number of colors, file size, several megabytes, kilobytes, that they are something problematic to computer graphic generators, designers, producers. But nowadays, even our smartphone has several gigabytes storage. So I think it's no problem. But anyway, JPEG is really good in terms of file size. GIF also not bad. It's also good. PNG file, we cannot say it's good. I think it's not bad. Okay, not bad. So now we can see their pros and cons. That is why those three file formats are very popular and commonly used. Usually, I recommend to my students using PNG file. Actually, PNG file also has options. JPEG file has also compression options to control file size and image quality. But anyway, PNG file supports transparency, transparent background, translucent background, and it supports entire color sets. File size, actually it's not that matter nowadays, so that is why I recommend using PNG. And also it supports web. How about web compatibility? Nowadays, additional technologies are overcoming any unnecessary problems, so they don't have any problems. But anyway, usually JPEG and GIF is really good because GIF also supports animation. Moving GIF, you know that GIF file can move, can be animated in animation format. Not that big of file size, but anyway, they are good for this one. That is why PNG, JPEG, GIF recommended for actual use case. Let's quickly take a look at by using example. In this Photoshop screen, I opened one of the exercise, output image file. As you see, this is only one single background layer here. Let me duplicate layer and then background layer simply turned off and select the front layer. And let me select something like this part, like this way, and then simply delete it. So what happened? My selection just deleted, and as you know, this checker symbol represents it's transparent. Okay, so again, don't forget Shift, Control, Alt, and S so that you can open this one. Save for web option. I told you I prefer this saving option. As you see, this image has, okay, let me zoom out in the same size to the screen. Anyway, as you see, deleted part now in white color fill. Why? Simply because current my selection file format here is JPEG. But what if I change this one to GIF? And then take a look, colors, maximum colors 256 colors. If I change this one to 8, image is looking very coarse, but anyway, file size is going to be really reduced. But anyway, 256, that's okay because of the style of this image. My point is, this part can be transparent GIF file. So where to use this one? On the web or on your PowerPoint, PDF, Word, any your additional graphics can be done by using this transparent image. And also, what if I choose this one, PNG, two types, 8, smaller size, okay, PNG 8, smaller size, similar to this GIF, and PNG 24, it supports this one, the millions of true colors. So that is why I recommend you to use PNG 24. If you just want to use JPEG file, there is no transparent background or part, whatever. Also, this one supports something feathering transparency. What I mean is, this is straight cut, right? But if I applied, okay, let me show you. Cancel and undo. This selection, let me assign, modify feather, and how about 100 feather? And let me delete it. Sorry, not that part. Front part. Okay, I just deleted this one by using feathering selection. Okay, formerly I showed you non-feathering. This is feathering. Okay, Shift Control Alt S, and then now this Save for Web option window just popped up. Not JPEG, PNG24. Take a look. This transparency also has feathering boundary, blurred boundary, not straight cut. GIF, it's not that easy. It could be transparent, but this part overlapped, blurred part, going to be just white fill. So that is why I recommend you to use PNG file format. This is sort of advanced one, but the problem is file size. It's not that small. It's not that efficient. It's really sometimes really big file size you can make. But if you have no storage problem or network problem, file size, if it's not the priority, this is the best option you can use. Okay, so quick review between different file formats. Let's quickly take a look at exercise today. How to draw this kind of image. Actually, I made this one from this Montreal street picture I took long ago. From this one, two main things. One thing is stylized into painting style image. From this photo into painting style, stylized picture. And then composition. Composite those people. Someone on this bicycle and two people walking out there, something like that. How to get this kind of images? I left this address. In this kind of website, you can get copyleft people image just for your design or layouting or computer graphics thing, whatever. Usually we need to draw one by one like this one using our iPad or hand drawing, Adobe Illustrator, whatever. But in this Photoshop, we can reuse them from this kind of good providers. So here it is. What if I click and save as or copy? Or what if I see the file format of this one? If I save as a file, and then we can find out the image format here is PNG. Why it's PNG? Exactly same reason. Transparent background instead high quality image. That is why PNG file is recommended. You don't need to use PNG file every time. Okay, JPEG actually is frequently used one. I also prefer JPEG file as well if I don't need to make some transparent background. But think about that. If this image has white background fill, that's not that easy to reuse this one to other images, something like this one. Okay, if I place that image here, that's going to be something not that good example. For example, let me copy and let me paste here. So thanks to this transparent image style, I could copy this image like this way without any background overlay problem. Okay, right? So this is the way to use this kind of existing resources. Of course, this is Photoshop generated image, and this is I just copied from that website, open website, and this is PowerPoint window. Anyway, that's not the topic this week, but anyway, point is there are huge numbers of this kind of research websites are available. Okay, take advantages. That's point. Anyway, from this picture, easily converted into painting style and this composition, simple composition image. That's the exercise. At least you can use my own input file, this one, or your image, convert into stylized painting and composition. Try to make it. What if you want to take your own picture selection? Very carefully, time consuming, tedious, but that's okay. Carefully select one by one, point by point, and use it. Okay, exercise 2 is try to make something like this one. How to draw this one? If you have Apple Pencil on top of your iPad Pro, whatever, and you have some kind of skill set for hand drawing, you can do that. You can draw much better than this one. But this is not Illustrator or drawing tool. This is Photoshop. Take a look. Intentionally, I placed this picture first, actual picture later. As I mentioned before, this is AI made face, not real human face. In this planet, there is no such person, okay? Anyway, from this picture, you can convert into something like this vector drawing looking image. It's another stylized function and some several selections, layers, and some effects. There are combinations. Anyway, I encourage you to use your own face selfie picture, but if you don't wanna reveal your face, you can use someone else or some other pictures. But that's okay. Use your picture because this one going to be used for other design or your portfolio cover or one of the representation page or one of the page, something description about you, whatever. So it's going to be useful. So I encourage you, use your own selfie. Okay, try to make something like this in your best selfie shot or something. That's the exercise today. Okay, don't forget file formats. Very tiny thing, yet really important thing. Okay, let's move on to the exercise. Please take a look at and follow the instruction. And at first lab exercise, for example, in this first exercise, you can reuse this one and you can try to make something similar to this one. But if you make something very similar to this one, your final portfolio, this is one of the resources for your final representation portfolio or presentation material, whatever. If this is really similar or exactly same to my example, that's not good, right? You can make your own portfolio, even if this is just intensive short-term summer class. If you take account one single lab exercise as a bigger one, you can make very good outputs and your own results. Not only training Photoshop or computer graphics skill sets, but also make your own one of the results you have done in your undergraduate school life. Again, sincerely, I recommend you to make your own by using your own pictures and so on. In the same way, use your pictures, use your selfies, okay? You can make it looking very nice, very cool, okay? Totally up to your Photoshop skill. So compared to the exercises so far, those 2 lab exercises are, I think some of you may think quite bigger one than before. So that's why I placed those 2 lab exercises at first, and then anyway we are going to move on. So far we edited existing images, but next week we are going to create from scratch, from nothing. So this one looks like drawn by someone from nothing, but a kind of trick thanks to Photoshop's editing feature. Actually, there are amount of similar tutorial, same tutorial, even in Adobe website and so on. Anyway, let's move on.